Mic is on. All right, guys. All right, guys. We are live with another one. Okay, live with another one. All right, welcome to the channel. This is OE MMA TV. I'm your host, OE. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media, guys. And like I always say, this is your channel, the only channel where the fans come first, not last. All right, guys, you know what time it is. All right. You know what time it is right now. All right. We are back with your regular schedule with the UFC this Saturday. Okay. UFC Fight Night headline by Imarov versus Kayo. Huge implications, in that middleweight division. But as it stands right now, guys, I am 191 wins and 129 losses. That is 191 wins and 129 losses, guys. That's, above 60% when calling it right. All right, this is my UFC fight predictions. That is the topic at hand right now. So let me start off from the top. All right, I am going to go rapid fire. Okay, I am going to go rapid fire with this UFC fight predictions because I just want to get it. I want to get this out of the way. Okay, I want to get basically September. I want to just run through it. Okay, this past weekend with no UFC, guys, it was tough. It was tough, but Tony Ferguson did get the dub. All right, so that makes me a happy man. That makes me a happy man. All right, but besides that, guys, let's start off from the top. And thank you so much. I love you too. But let's start off from the top. We got Sam Hughes versus Shauna Bannon. Okay, Sam Hughes versus Shauna Bannon. They both have similar records, to be honest with you. Everything virtually is identical. Same age, about the same height, same record, literally. 2-1. Both girls are 2-1. When it comes to Sam Hughes, I mean, those two wins were by split decision. So, but if you really look at Sam Hughes's, her opponents, I believe she has credible opponents. You know what I mean? Especially compared to Shauna. If I had to pick somebody right now from the top of my head, I'm going to go with Sam Hughes. I think Sam Hughes is going to most likely go in there, be able to utilize her game plan. And in my opinion, she's probably going to win another split decision. Okay. I mean, her last two wins were split decision, and I believe this is going to be another split decision for Sam Hughes. It's just a trend for her, to be honest with you guys. Guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, okay? This is my UFC fight predictions for this weekend. UFC Fight Night, okay, headlined by Imarov versus Kayo. Right now, I just picked Sam Hughes to beat Shauna Bannon. I think Sam Hughes is going to be able to go in there and get a split decision win once again. All right, moving on. We got Brad Tavares versus Robert Brycek. Robert Brycek. Look, guys, we already know, guys. Okay, Brad Tavares has been in the UFC for a very long time. Okay, let me read some of these comments. How are you doing, man? Lil Rock Entertainment TV. I'm doing fine, man. I am doing fine. Thank you for asking. Okay, I appreciate you. Guys, run up these likes and run up these subscriptions. Do me the favor, okay? I appreciate each and every one of you guys, all right? This is my UFC fight prediction as it stands right now, all right? And like I was saying, I like Brad Tavares. I really do. You know what I mean? I like his style. Don't get me wrong. He hasn't found a lot of success in the UFC. He hasn't become champion. Don't get me wrong. But let me tell you something. Brad Tavares has been around for a very, very long time in the UFC. He's fought the who's who in the UFC, okay? He's gotten beaten by, champions as well. He's taken some L's. He has been knocked out, but that's because of his style, to be real with you. That's because of his style. Now, when it comes to Robert, I mean, I don't have any belief in Robert at all. I mean, he's 0-1 in the UFC. When it comes to Brad Tavares, I mean, one of those losses, I mean, he's 1-2 in his last three. And one of those losses was against Rodriguez, and we all know Rodriguez was a high, a high UFC fighter, up and comer. You know what I mean? But Brad Tavares did lose against him. But I think because of Brad Tavares' experience, I think he's going to be able to impose his will on Robert. And I see Brad Tavares most likely going in there and getting him finished, to be honest with you. I see Brad Tavares going in there, being reckless, just like he usually is, using his stand-up ability. And I think Brad Tavares is going to be able to go in there and finish Robert, most likely in the first or second round, guys. All right, moving on. Let me read some of these comments. Do you have WhatsApp? No, I do not have WhatsApp, man. I do not have WhatsApp. But thank you for asking, man. I literally I don't have a lot of things. Okay, I don't have Instagram. I don't have Snapchat. I don't have WhatsApp. I don't have any of those. All right, at all. Let me see. Do you have WhatsApp? No, man. I don't have WhatsApp. Let me see. We got William Gomez. Oh no, excuse me. Um, where was I? Oh, okay. We got Sam Patterson. Sam Patterson versus Trey Waters. Okay. Man, when it comes to both these guys, this is going to be a banger. The UFC did a good job. Sean Shelby and Mick Maynard did a good job of booking this fight. When you look at Sam Patterson, I mean, he's 3-0. His last performance was a KO. You know what I mean? Very, very impressive KO. Sam Patterson, he just keeps getting better and better every time he gets into the octagon. When it comes to Trey Waters, I mean, he's 2-0 as well. All right, very impressive record, very impressive style as well. But I like Sam Patterson in this one, guys. I think Sam Patterson is going to be able to go in there and most likely get. I see him getting another KO. I see him getting another finish against Trey Waters. To be honest with you, I like Trey Waters. I like his abilities as well. Don't get me wrong. I like his stand-up ability as well. But I like Sam Patterson overall. Sam Patterson is a good mixed martial arts fighter, and he can really mix it up. He can really mix it up. So if I'm gonna have to pick somebody right now, I'm going for Sam Patterson to beat Trey Waters, most likely by KO early stoppage, guys. All right. Moving on, guys. Moving on from that one. All right. Let me read some of these comments before I go to the next one here. Let me see. Randy Couture is the best of all time. That is what's up, Pork. That is what's up. So do something about it. I don't even know what he said. I don't even know what he's talking about. Are you Arabic? No, I am not Arabic. Bro, why you stream so early? Maverick. How you doing, Maverick? Welcome back to the chat. Welcome back to your channel. You already know what it is, man. What's Allah? Smoking related. Wrestling is the best background for MMA. Pork, that is what's up, man. Smoking related gangsters. Maverick, because your mom has work. Come on, guys. Chill out. Oh, what do you think about the ref counting over Gold Twisted? Maverick, I was yelling at my phone because I was watching it through my phone via my phone. And guys, let me tell you something. When the referee got on top of Luke Rockhold and started counting 1, 2, 3, guys, I literally started yelling at my phone like, what is this referee doing? Like these like I said, these referees need to be fired across the board, guys, across the board. All right, guys, let me continue reading this. What do you think? That was funny though. That was hilarious, Maverick. How dare you, sir? Do you know how to grapple, or wrestle? Yes, I do. What's up, gang? Dean, welcome back to your chat. Welcome back to your channel, Dean. What is going on with you? How you been? Do you like Bo Nickel? No, I do not like Bo Nickel. I do not like Bo Nickel. Gable Stevenson's debut. Do you think will flourish or a bust? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I am not sure. I gotta look into it. Guys, run up these likes and run up these subscriptions. Do me the favor, like I always say, this is your channel. Okay, I am just the pilot. The only channel where the fans come first, not last. Let me go right into this. We got William Gomez versus Robert Ruchala. Okay. Damn. Say that 300 times. Robert Ruchala versus William Gomez. When it comes to Robert, he's 0-0 in the UFC. Okay, point blank period. He's 0-0 in the UFC. He's going against William Gomez, who's already experienced. Okay, he is 2-1 in his last three. That's a really really good record. Okay, and his opponents were great opponents as well. Okay, so this is an easy pick for me. If I had to, toss it up there, I'm gonna go pick William Gomez, in my opinion, just because he has the more experience. And this is Robert's debut, and I just think this is gonna be too much for him and too early. All right, so I'm gonna pick William Gomez to win this and move his record to 3-1 in his last four, guys. All right, moving on from that, we got Adrius Gustafsson versus Renek Fatinov. Holy shit, that's a hard name. Let me read some of these comments before I get into detail with that. Let me see. Hit that thumbs up, people. Thank you, Mavic. I appreciate that. Who is your favorite? My favorite mixed martial arts fighter of all time, guys, is BJ Penn and Frank Shamrock. All right, those are my two favorite fighters of all time. Okay, guys, but those guys are not fighters anymore. They're retired, and you already know what it is. All right, guys. When it comes to Gustafsson versus Renat, look, don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. When it comes to Renat, he's 2-0, guys. He's 2-0. But Gustafsson, I mean, he's had some really, really good opponents. He's had some good. He had some good appearances, man. His last win was against Chaos Williams. You know what I mean? And Chaos Williams, he's one of those mixed martial arts fighter that he can bring it, man. All right, and Gustafsson was able to go in there and neutralize him. Okay, he is 1-0 right now. I did pick Adrius Gustafsson to beat Renek. I like Renek. Don't get me wrong, I really do. This is good. This is not a toss up right here, guys. In my opinion, I mean, this is not a toss. This is a toss up, guys. I mean, either of these guys can win this fight, in my opinion. But I'm gonna go with Adrius Gustafsson to win this one, move his record to 2-0, and give Renek a loss. All right, guys. That is my prediction for that. Who is your favorite? All right, continue. Let me continue. We got Marcin Tybura versus Ant Delija. Man, this is hard. This is another one, man. I wouldn't be betting. I wouldn't be betting on this card. It's just a lot of these fights, man. It's hard to predict, to be honest with you. And I had to really, really dig up, a lot of these guys. I'm just being honest with you. It's hard to find any videos on any of these guys. You got to really search for them and look for these highlights, to be real. But we got Marcin versus Ant. Ant is 0-0 in the UFC. This will be his debut. Again, when it comes to Marcin, he's 2-1 in his last three. He has a lot of experience in the UFC. Fought formidable opponents, fought some good competition. So I'm gonna pick Marcin to beat him and give Ant a hard lesson about what the UFC really is, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and pick Marcin. Okay, I'll pick Marcin to win that fight. Most likely by decision, guys. Okay, most likely by decision. Okay, we got Omar Sy versus Brenson Ribeiro. Let me read some of these comments before I get into detail. Yes, some of these fighters I've never heard of. Maverick, I know this card is on paper, when you look at this card, it doesn't really look that entertaining, to be honest with you. But I really think this card is going to deliver. I think this card is going to deliver. I think a lot of these guys are going to, come out and they're gonna try to bang it out. You know what I mean? They're going to really try to entertain the fans. But we're going to see. We got Omar Sy versus Brendan, and I like Umar. I like Umar, to be honest with you. I like Umar. His ability to just take the fight to the ground and get finishes. I like that. I like Umar's overall mixed martial arts skills. I mean, if the fight is standing, he doesn't mind it. However, he will take you to the ground and submit you. So I like Umar in that aspect. And when it comes to Brandon, man, Look, he's 2-1 in his last 3 as well. Both have similar records. Omar is 2-1 as well. But I'm just being real, guys. Brendan got Brent's. Is it Brendan or Brenson? I think it's Brenson. Sorry about that, guys. Brenson got KO'd. All right, he got KO'd, and that doesn't really sit well with me. All right, so I mean, if you're getting KO'd like that, I'm gonna have to pick Omar Sy to win this fight by submission, most likely probably in the second round. I see Umar Sy getting a finish in the second round, most likely by submission, and I think Brenson is gonna end up getting submitted, guys. All right, that's my prediction for that. All right, guys, moving on. We got Ferreras Ziem versus Fernandez. Okay, these guys. I mean, another toss up, guys. Another toss up. All right. Ziem is 3-0. Fernandez is 2-1. Man, this is another toss up right here, guys. Honestly, because both guys, they both bring it, man. They both bring it. They both have abilities to finish. I like both of their styles. I like Fernandez's style. I like Ziem's style as well. Gosh, you know what? I'm gonna have to pick Ziem just because I'm gonna pick Ziem. To be honest with you, there's no really specific reason. I think Ziem is, he's undefeated right now. He's 3-0. Fernandez, he is 2-1. He got an L on his record, and I think that's basically why I'm picking Ziem, to be honest with you. But this is a toss-up, guys. I wouldn't be surprised if Fernandez goes in there and gets a finish or a submission either. But I'm gonna pick Ziem to win this fight and continue his winning streak. Okay. All right, guys. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, guys. Run up these likes and run up these subscriptions. Do me the favor. Okay. Thank you for supporting the community. All right, let me read some of these comments before I get into the next bout. Let me see. Hi, howdy. How you doing, Christopher? What you up to, bro? I am giving my UFC fight predictions for this weekend Saturday UFC card, headlined by Imrov versus Kayo. How do you think Sandhagen will do against Marab? Maverick, look, I think Marab is gonna be able to go in there and do whatever he wants against Corey Sandhagen, to be honest with you. I mean, the only way Corey Sandhagen can win is if he goes in there and does, something crazy, like a spinning back elbow, to a spinning back, roundhouse kick, to a spinning back crazy shit. You know what I mean? Which I don't see that happening, to be honest with you. So I think Marab is going to be able to go in there and do whatever he wants and come out of this fight unscathed, guys. Okay, unscathed. Okay. Christopher says, what's the topic of what you're talking about? Love, dude. You got it going. That's pretty cool. You do bets? Do I do bets? No, I don't do bets, but I do give my UFC fight predictions for those people who do bet. Is there UFC bets on underdog? I'm not sure right now. Right now, everything is squared, man. Gino. How you doing, Gino? Welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to your chat. And new undisputed 2-time middleweight champion of the world, Drickus. Oh, my God. You always with your enthusiasm. Let me tell you something, man. You're still with this DDP guy, huh? You're still with this DDP guy. All right, guys. All right. We got Patricio Pitbull versus Lacine Kita. All right. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm going to say Lacine Kita. How you doing, Lord Rock Entertainment? Welcome back. I just saw you earlier. You was the first in the chat. So welcome back home, man. Guys, it's hard for me to pick Patricio Pitbull in all honesty, guys. Okay, in all honesty, it's hard for me to pick Patricio Pitbull. A lot of these guys that fight, in other organizations, and then they find themselves coming into the UFC, they find very little success or no success. All right. Reiner de Ritter actually is one of those guys that was actually fighting in another organization. He came to the UFC and found success. Guys, that is slim to none. Not a lot of guys are doing what RDR does. Okay, and Patricio Pitbull is a prime example of another guy, another mixed martial arts fighter fighting in another organization. And he comes into the UFC and he totally shits the bed, guys. Okay? Losing against a dead body of Yair Rodriguez. Guys, Yair Rodriguez. Okay? And Yair Rodriguez is losing against Brian Ortega. Guys, another dead body walking around a cemetery. Okay? So when it comes to Patricio Pitbull, I am just not sold on the guy. Okay? He's already older. All right? He looks stiff as a board against Yair Rodriguez, in all honesty. All right? He is 1-1 in the UFC. Okay? This guy that's coming into the UFC, Lacine Keita, look, he's 16-1, guys. Okay? He hardly ever loses. All right? He is making his way into the UFC, but it's not like he's fighting against another UFC fighter or a traditionally, homegrown UFC fighter. No, he's not. He's fighting against another, fighter who's in the decline, to be honest with you, right? And found little success in the UFC in Patricio Pitbull. So for those reasons that I just stated, guys, I'm going to have to go against Patricio Pitbull. And I'm going to pick Lacine Keita, the 16-1, 0-0 record in the UFC, but 16-1 out of the UFC. I think he's going to find success in the UFC and beat Patricio Pitbull very early on, guys. This is going to be the surprise of the night. Okay? So I'm going to pick Lacine Keita to beat Patricio Pitbull, point blank, period. Point blank, period. Moving on. Guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. All right? Support the community. What are you guys doing? Let me read some of these comments. Where are you located? I am located in the United States of America, in the southern hemisphere of America. We back. Fight Club, how you doing? Where you been, man? Welcome back to your chat. Welcome back to your channel. You smoke weed or take eddies? Christopher, I don't do drugs, guys. I don't do drugs. Hey, my guy, what do you think of P. Costa calling out DDP? I mean, it's a good call out, to be honest with you. It'll be a good win for DDP, to be real. Let me see. Costa and Dricus will take place, I think, in December. Gino, maybe it will happen, and if it does happen, I feel sorry for DDP, because in reality, DDP needs to go, into the training camp. He needs to go with Michael Chandler and go on a 3-year training camp. All right, all due respect. Lil Rock says, what about the WhatsApp number? I don't have a WhatsApp number, man. I don't have WhatsApp. What are you talking about? Gino says, when I listen to your channel, I feel like I'm in MMA church. Gino, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for being a part of this community and giving us that positivity. Okay, I love it. Maverick says, caffeine is a drug. All right, fine. Caffeine is a drug. All right, but very limited, okay? Very limited, Maverick. Jeez. I got an ankle sprain in training, but doing good. Fight Club. That is what's up, man. That is what's up. At least you're still doing good. You're still doing your thing. And if you do have an ankle sprain, don't worry. Put some ice on it. You'll be fine. Okay? You will be okay. All right? All right, moving on, guys. We got Modestas versus Paul Craig. Guys. Guys, the dead body of Paul Craig. I have no faith in Paul Craig. No faith in Paul Craig at all. Okay, he is another mixed martial arts fighter that is very much in the decline. Okay, don't get me wrong. I like Paul Craig as a human being, but as a mixed martial arts fighter, hell to the no, guys. Okay, Paul Craig is a dead body walking around holding hands, okay, with Brian Ortega in a cemetery. Both of them are dead bodies. Okay, Modestos, he's 3-0. Okay, good record, good mixed martial arts fighter. I mean, yeah, he doesn't come with as much experience as Paul Craig, but guys, Paul Craig is a dead body. All right? So if I had to pick a fighter right now from the top of my dome piece, I'm going to have to pick Modestas, all right, to beat Paul Craig. I just have no faith in Paul Craig. The dead body of Paul Craig, guys. If you're losing against Bo Nickel, guys, I have no faith for you. I have no faith in you. So when it comes to Paul Craig, you lost against Bo Nickel. I'm done with you. Okay? I'm picking Modestas to win this by unanimous decision, or most likely finish, to be honest with you. Guys, moving on. Let me read some of these comments. Thanks for the advice. No worries, man. No worries. You feel sorry for DDP. Are you crazy? Nobody outside of Chimaev can defeat him. Dricus will finish Costa in the 3rd round. Gino, I didn't say that DDP won't finish Costa. I didn't say that. But what I'm saying is I feel sorry for DDP, because in reality, he shouldn't have any matches, maybe until mid-2026, in my opinion. You need to go train, and you need to train every single day, Okay, against that takedown, point blank. Period. Awful, awful, atrocious, atrocious. Oil up. Let me see. Paul Craig is a walking dead body. Yes, he is, Maverick. Yes, he is. Who even named his kid Paul Craig? I have no idea, Fight Club. That's a good point. Who does name them Paul Craig? Dude got two first names. Dude should have been born. Shouldn't have been born. Damn, Fight Club. Excuse me, Hassan. Hassan, welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to your chat. Stop crying. DDP is out of date. Good point, Hassan. I agree with that one too. August says, OE, what is going on, August? Welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to your chat. Guys, run up these likes and run up these subscriptions. Do me the favor, okay? Support the community. Who's on the main upcoming card? Guys, we got Emerald versus Kaio. All right, huge implications, excuse me, in that middleweight division. But we're almost there, guys. We are almost there. Jack, welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to your chat. How you doing, Jack? You got a few gays in here today, bro. Jack, come on. Come on. Jack, hold it together. All right, hold it together. All right. We're making through this, okay? We're getting through this, okay, Jack? this guy. Okay, we got I mean, I can't pronounce his name. Baliji, okay, versus Mason Jones. I mean, guys, what type of names are these? My gosh. Do you know how hard it is to pronunciate these names right now? Unbelievable. This is the worst card for pronunciating names, point blank, period, man. Shit. Beloji OK versus Mason Jones. Guys, I am not going to pick Beloji OK. I'm not going to pick him because of his name, point blank, period. Even though he's 2-1 in his last three, Mason Jones is 2-1 in his last three as well. All right, similar record. But I'm going to pick Mason Jones just for the simple fact that his name is Mason Jones. It's something that I can actually pronunciate, guys. Okay? Shit. So I'm going to pick Mason Jones to win this fight by unanimous ass whipping. And hopefully, you know what I mean, somebody says okay, somebody says his name right, because I don't know his name. Balaji, okay, I don't know. I can't pronunciate it, guys. So I'm going with Mason Jones to win that fight. He's going to move his record to 3-1. Most likely win by unanimous decision, guys. Okay, moving on. Let me read some of these comments here before I get into it. Hassan, we all know that in your country, you guys don't have MMA fighters. You guys only have cricket players. Gino, Hassan says, at Jack, says the guy talking about gays. Gino says, yo, August, what's up? When are they fighting? They're fighting this Saturday, August. The parents must have naming their kids while eating. I'm telling you. Hassan says, at Gino, dude, South Africa, literally top 5 country in the world for cricket, goof. And in Turkey, we don't even know what cricket is. Laugh my ass off. Damn, why not Bloji? Because I'm not, I can't, guys, what type of name is that? It pisses me off that he has a name like that. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm picking Mason Jones because it's easier to pronunciate, guys. Let me read some of these comments. Kyle Burrito will win by decision against Aserdin Emirov. Yes, I agree. Dricus needs a lot of training, but he needs to fight in between to put his training to the test. I mean, it ain't like Master Roshi or King Kai is going to train him. Good point, Gino. August says the only cricket they know is this one. What? Fight Club says Kyle Burrito. That's exactly what I was saying. Hassan says at Gino, DDP gassed out. Stop crying. Guys, run up these likes and run up these subscriptions. Do me the favor. Support the community. Let's go. All right, guys. We got Benoit Saint Denis, guys. Benoit Saint Denis versus Mauricio Ruffy. Mauricio Ruffy KO'd Green last. I mean, Mauricio Ruffy is 3-0, you know, in his last 3 fights. When it comes to Benoit Saint Denis, I mean, look, guys, he's 1-3 in his last. I mean, he's 1-2 in his last 3. Excuse me. But if you look at his losses, I mean, he lost against the who's who. He lost against Marcano, and he lost against Dustin Poirier. Two guys who are, top 10. Dustin Poirier definitely a top 5, top 4, in that division. So when it comes to Saint Denis, I mean, it's hard for me to, pick against him, but it's hard for me not to pick Mauricio Ruffy. Guys, he's coming from a great training camp. Those guys over there just keep getting dubs. All right, he is 3-0 in his last 3 fights. And yes, his last performance was very impressive when he KO'd Green. So I'm going to have to pick Mauricio Ruffy to beat Saint Denis, most likely by a finish, guys. I think it's going to come early. I think the finish is going to come early, most likely in the second round. All right, that's my pick for that. I'm going to go for Mauricio Ruffy to beat, all right, Saint Denis by unanimous ass whipping. All right, guys, we're in the main event of the evening, guys. Main event of the evening, guys. All right, let me read some of these comments before I get into this. LOL. LOL. Well, my country is pretty good. I'm cricket. We also back-to-back world champions in rugby. That's what's up, Gino. Represent, Gino. Tell him. August says, gassed out. No, dude. Rematch the fight. LOL. Rewatch the fight. LOL. Sorry. Camaro says, thoughts on UFC prospect Ray Bangminers. Ray, I mean, I haven't even, I don't know. I don't know nothing about Ray, to be honest with you. I have to look him up. When did he fight, last? When did Ray fight last? You know what I mean? I mean, I got to go check him out. Let me go check him out. But from the top of my dome piece right now, I'm not recollecting him. Okay. I'm not remembering him. August says, Dustin should retire soon. He's part of the furniture. Part of the furniture. I think Dustin is retired, actually. Gino says, Hassan, what team do you support? Hassan says, at Gino, no, you not stop the cap. It's New Zealand. You only had a triumph in World Cup because of Mandela. That was decades ago. You've been watching Invictus movies. Unknown representing his flag. What's up? How you doing? Ray Bangminers. I don't know who that is. I don't know who the fuck that is. Bang. I don't know who that is. Dustin is retired. Yes, Gino. Dustin is retired. Laugh my ass off. That's what Cameroon said. I don't know what that means. LOL. That's a soccer team. What a goof. Oh, Dustin Poirier and Mighty Mouse are my favorite American fighters. Dustin Poirier and Mighty Mouse are my favorite American fighter. That's what's up, man. That's some good picks right there. Dustin Poirier, a legend. Demetrius Johnson. I mean, arguably one of the best fighters to grace the octagon. Who is your top 3 African fighters? My top 3 African fighters. Jesus. It's gonna have to be. I mean. Damn, I don't even know. Damn, I don't even know. August says, if they don't go through Ultimate Fighter, they don't belong on the ring. In the ring. I hear you. Yes, that's a soccer team. I know. I'm a football player myself. I love. That's what's up. I can't let you get close. Maverick, actually, Chael Sonnen got submitted. In 30 seconds. He still looked good, though, in those 30 seconds, to be honest with you. That double leg takedown is unstoppable. Let me see. Yeah, let me see. I say the Notorious is the best fighter to walk on this earth. Fight Club, you're out of your mind. You look and sound like John Anik had a younger brother of a different ethnicity. Look, guys, I already let you know how I feel about John Anik. Do not compare me to John Anik. Okay, me and that guy have nothing in common. Okay, total douchebag. Okay, trash ass of a person. All right, I don't want to get into detail. I already got into detail before. Okay, do not compare me to that guy. Let me see. Kamaru Usman, Izzy Ngannou. Hassan, I think Ngannou will be my number 1 African fighter. Oh, I forget. Chael had a grappling match. Maverick, yes, he did it. He got submitted in 30 seconds, but his double leg still worked. Let me tell you something. At Fight Club, Lab Matt Aswell smoking hash. Maverick says 30 seconds is crazy. Maverick, it was 30 seconds. August Gray says Sonnen is the only guy that can make losing look cool because even he loses, he never loses. The rules change. August, I agree with you. Let me tell you something. Chael Sonnen just got submitted in 30 seconds and he made it look fucking good. Okay, I've never watched somebody look as good as Chael Sonnen, after losing. I'm telling you that right now. He was stuck in a submission, and even when he was stuck in a submission, that guy, Chael Sonnen, looked awesome. Let me read. We will compare you to Bad Bunny. Don't compare me to Bad Bunny, guys. Who the fuck is Bad Bunny? All right, you can definitely not compare me to that guy. If that guy has a name called Bad Bunny, there's no fucking way you could compare me to that guy. All right, point blank, period. All right. My favorite clip is John Anik bringing up the two fighters not being able to see their kids. Maverick, he's a jackass. Okay, he's a jackass. What they should be bringing up is John Anik cheating on his wife. Okay, with their wing girls. How about that one, huh? Huh? I said it, guys. There you go. All right. But anyways, guys, I'm in the main event of the evening, guys. Okay, run up these likes, run up these subscriptions. Do me the favor. Okay. The only channel where the fans come first, not last. Let's get it. All right, guys, we got Emerald versus Kaio. Guys, if you look at these both records, Emerald is 3-0 in his last three. Kaio is 3-0 in his last three as well. Both guys are running with momentum right now. Okay? Both guys, they could really stamp their name in this middleweight division with an impressive win here and possibly fight for gold against Chimaev. But that's easier said than done, guys. When I look at both men, guys, I look at Kaio and I see a guy he's built some momentum. He's beaten some good, competitive fighters. But when you really look at the nitty-gritty of who Kaio has competed against, I mean, Kaio's best win is against Jared Cannonier, guys. Think about that. Okay, his best win is against Kaio's best win is against Jared Cannonier. All right, and Rodriguez dropped Jared Cannonier multiple times. I know. Rodriguez ended up gassing out and losing that fight against Jared Cannonier. I do understand that, but guys, Jared Cannonier is not, who he used to be. Point blank, period. And when you look at Emerald, guys, Emerald KO'd Israel Adesanya, guys. The legend in that middleweight division. So if I'm going to have to pick somebody right now from the top of my head, guys, I mean, like I said, both guys, similar record, have, momentum. But when you look at Kaio's record, it's just, it doesn't compare well to Emerald's record and the level of competitors that Emerald has fought. Okay, so if I had to pick somebody right now, I'm going to pick Emerald to beat Kaio, guys. Okay? And I honestly think Emerald could go in there and get a submission. I think he can go in there and finish Kaio, most likely later in the rounds. But we shall see. I still see Emerald taking this. And this is my UFC fight prediction, guys. There it is, guys. I got Emerald beating Kaio. All right, let me read some of these comments before I'm out of here. Let's get it. August says, Seaman, come on, man. Look him up. He looks like you. Fight Club, who are you talking about? What's wrong with John Anik? I don't know much about him. That's what's up. Gino says, my top three African fighters are Dricus du Plessis, Israel Adesanya, and Francis Ngannou. That's a good one. I like Francis Ngannou. Jack says, Nasruddin by KO. Good matchup, though. Thoughts on Israel Adesanya versus Palestine Adesanya? What are you talking about? Gino says, who is your top three Brazilian fighters? Top three Brazilian fighters? Shit, from the top of my head, bro. Shit. Carlos Prates would be one of them. All right, Carlos Prates would be one of them. Uh, I don't know who else, man. I don't really know who else. Kyle will beat Imrov and show levels. If you say so, I honestly think that Kyle is gonna lose against Imrov, and you shall see. Okay, hopefully I see you on the chat. I will be going live for that event, so hopefully I see you on the chat. My top three African is Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor. That's a good one. That's a good one. Jack says, fighting nerds are good to be a good fight for sure. It's going to be a good one. Jared Cannonier was up 2-1 against Emerald before the terrible stoppage. LOL. If you say so, Gino, my top three Brazilians are Amanda Nunes, Charles Oliveira, and Free Spirit. Fight Club says, OE, look up Bad Bunny. He looks like you. There's no fucking way that Bad Bunny looks like me, okay, guys? There's no fucking way. All right, point blank, period. There's no fucking way Bad Bunny looks like me. I could just imagine the name of somebody called Bad Bunny. You know what I mean? You have to look like a complete jackass. You probably have curly hair. All right, curly hair. You know, I could just imagine it right now. Curly hair. You know, fucking just long and lengthy type of dude. You know, no. Bad Bunny, terrible name. What is the top three UK fighters? Top three UK fighters. I don't know, guys. Michael Bisping. You know what I mean? My top three Brazilian: Poatan, Carlos Prates, and Gene Silva. I like Gene Silva and I like Carlos Prates. That's a good one. Kaya also dominated Brendan Allen in a grappling match, and Allen dominated Imrov on the ground. Look, I understand what you're saying, but this is mixed martial arts, guys, and I understand that Kyle has abilities as well. But I'm sorry, I'm picking Imrov. Why are you arguing with me? All right, this isn't a debate. All right, I gave my opinion, and that's that. Okay. All right, fine. You're going for Kyle. Congratulations. Okay. Hopefully he wins. If he loses, hopefully I see you on the chat so I can say I told you so. Shit. Let me see. I'm up 2 million. I'll put in on Emerald. August. What are you talking about? Gino says my top three UK fighters are MVP, Paddy the Baddy, and Tom Aspinall. That's a good one. August Gray. My top African fighter is Rampage Jackson and John Jones. Oh God. Top three African Nagano DDP Manuel Cape. My top African fighter is Raja Jackson. I swear he does. I want to see your reaction. I think they should do. I think they should do Paddy versus Aspinall. Adam, that's not gonna happen. You're out of your mind. Straight up out of your mind, guys. But yeah, guys, that is my UFC fight prediction as it stands right now. I am 191 wins and 129 losses. That is 191 wins and 129 losses for my UFC fight predictions for 2025. So hopefully I can get more dubs this weekend. But that's easier said than done with a card like this, to be honest with you. It's just a lot of toss-up, type of fights up on here. So we shall see, guys. I will be going live, like I said, for this event, so you can catch my live for that. And hopefully you guys tune in. Let me see. Let me read some of these comments. The Netherlands, bro. The Netherlands. I think they should do. Oh, I read that. I think they should do Pantoja versus Aspinall. You out of your mind. Is Conor McGregor British? Because he's my top UK fighter. I don't think he's British. He's Irish. You know what I mean? Yeah, Pantoja versus Aspinall sounds about right. Adam, you're out of control, guys. You guys are out of control. All right, don't give you the reins to make UFC fights. Okay, don't give you the reins. August, Conor McGregor is Colombian. Conor McGregor is from Russia. Still, he's my top fighter. Laugh my ass off. All right, guys. That's about it, guys. All right, that's my UFC fight prediction as it stands right now, guys. Conor McGregor speaks Chinese and Russian. Does he really? No, he doesn't, guys. You guys are out of control. All right, you guys are out of control. The guys can barely speak English. All right. How the hell is he going to talk Chinese or Russian? Khabib is Irish and is a Christian. Don't ever say that again. Don't ever say that again. I'm going to hold you accountable for that, okay? Let me see. Connor is I don't know. Connor is poor. I know from his pinky pick. Oh my God, you look like Conor McGregor. All right, guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Okay, it takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media, guys. And like I always say, this is your channel. The only channel where the fans come first, not last. You already know what it is, guys. I'm out of here. This is my UFC fight predictions. Imrov, Kayo happening this Saturday. Finally, we got a UFC, event happening because let me tell you something. This weekend was trash. All right, guys. But I'm out of here. Until next time, one love, y'all.